Sziasztok! Sziasztok! Szép napot kívánok kedves nézőimnek! Szép napot! Folytatom a God of War Ragnarököt. Folytatás kintűt magyar felirattal. Ugye ott hagytam abba, hogy Atreus ment Odinhoz, most Kratosszal vagyok.
I only hoped to help the boy find his answers, and I failed. What's my role in all this now?
Tyr, you're at the center of this. You always have been. That's why Odin imprisoned you in the first place. He's terrified of you.
I doubt
Páncél. Most itt fegyverekből képességek. Leviatán. Na. Várja már. Képességek. Ja, hogy ez a... Kijönni a eladás. Várja, elteszem itt a kamerát, így. Igen. Erre kiéphetünk.
a Vanir crest?
Na.
Quite the prize.
Oké, és most játszunk. Várja.
Most van az a feladat, szerintem úgy, hogy most már lassan 10 napja vagyunk összezárva, 24, hogy Laci előre tett egy nagyobb lépést. Annyiban, hogy ezekből, amit feldolgozunk zöldségekből, a legelső, aminek kész kell lenni technikailag, az a paradicsom.
Fel kéne fejlesztenem.
Anything for Freya? What'll it be? I'll heat up the forge.
Good fit.
Wear it with pride.
Érdekes.
Hang on! I got something for you. Sindri!
Coming!
Before you go traipsing off into the dawn, I thought you'd like to have that.
Aha.
Well, don't go getting too cheery about it. But you're welcome.
I've collected what we need to find the Norns. Shall we go?
Megvan a pajzs. Megvan az oltalmazó pajzs, ami széttört. Megvan.
Have consequences to look forward to.
Squirrel.
Ah, Master Kratos, my apologies. Madame Nitho's disappearance weighs heavily on my mind.
She a friend of yours?
Less a friend
Ez
than
ide,
another
ugye?
long time.
Ide. Ösvény. Mi van?
She was here even before I arrived. That's ages ago.
We are certain the trace could not still be in Midgard.
Just there and found no trace. If Odin invited him, he must have provided a way.
No, that is not the only explanation. Tell me where we find these Norns.
I discovered some of their threads near the frozen lake. I stashed one for spellcrafting, but we may also use it to find them. Just remember, they really don't look together.
Well,
Here.
things will be difficult for a change.
Hol?
We should take your sled and head to the lake.
Hogy pillanat.
Midgard. How I've missed the freezing gusts and constant raider attacks.
Well, that's
Várjál,
because they
addig
believe
nem...
Kratos
Ha
is
ide
responsible
bemetel.
for the winter, and that killing him will end it.
Ugye itt a
Where did
hátán.
you get an idea like that?
From me, of course.
Ilyen
Of
érdekes.
course.
Most hazamentem?
We should get down to the wolves, brother.
Come. Quiet. She is a friend. Now.
Better they get this from you. Once the wolves have the scent of the Norns, we'll just need to follow their lead.
I will open the gate. Stop whining.
Their fur is matted. When did you last brush them?
They are wolves.
And matted fur leads to disease. Take care of them and they'll take care of you.
Brother, what exactly do you intend to ask the Norns?
How I may find my son. Nothing more.
I don't imagine it's a chance to clear up all this mess about prophecy. Perhaps get a second opinion on your alleged
Azt a kurva.
demise.
You didn't tell me you had a death prophecy?
When Atreus and I reached Jotunheim, we found a hidden mural. The
Hogy mi a
giants,
fasz csinál?
they herself, had foreseen our entire journey long ago. Who
Új!
we would meet, who we would fight. All of it, as it happened.
But you aren't dead.
That image was from a time yet to come.
I see. You've never struck me as someone who fears death. That's not the problem, is it?
No. Death can have me when it earns me.
Then maybe it's not the future that bothers you. Faye sent you on your journey, and she made sure you see that image at the end of it. And you're still not sure why.
I wish to speak of this no further.
Azt a kurva agat.
Now that we are on the lake, how will we find the Norns?
Watch the wolves closely. See how their heads point away?
Well, the Lake of Nine has certainly seen better days. Raiders have made
Miért
themselves
értem
quite
úgy,
at
hogy
home.
be fogok fagyni?
Not sure I've been back to these parts since our great battle.
Mármint
was
bele
seen.
fogok esni?
She speaks highly of
Nagyon
that
úgy
fight as
tűnik.
well.
You know of that.
She told me all about it when she found me. She believed you could be an ally. Long before I believed.
The Valkyrie Queen. An ally.
I'm the Valkyrie Queen, as Sigrun was stubbornly determined to remind me.
I should have guessed it was Sigrun helping you recover yourself. He's so loyal. Why? Never. Oh.
Doesn't take a love goddess to see where you're coming from.
This thread of fate we are tracing.
It's not somebody's life, if that's what you mean. The Norns use it to mark their way when they're outside of the well.
The Norns.
Merre kell menni?
No. The Well of Earth, their home, is hard to explain. It's in no fixed place. Entrances come and go. A place wholly under their influence, where the intangible becomes tangible. Like being inside your own mind.
But if we go in together, are we in each other's mind? Not so sure I like the sound of that.
Mimir, have you encountered these Norns?
Not personally. Freya's right. There are ways of discouraging visitation. Odin made his share of efforts. Wouldn't talk about what he found. Either he gave up,
No,
or he
okay.
wanted to forget what he saw. Freya, you mind telling us what you experienced when you sought the Norns last time?
To be honest, the details are hazy. Like waking up from a dream.
Várja már.
Mainly, I remember that nothing could be done to change my son's fate, which only made me more determined to try.
Brother, what of your story? You faced the
Oda.
fates of your homeland, yeah? The legends I heard about the ghost of Sparta were surely exaggerated.
Exaggerated.
Oh, not in the brazen bloodshed righteous fury part. The part where it said you travelled back in time itself to win a battle once lost. It's strange credulity, obviously. I mean, a rumour about Thor knocking the world serpent back in history from Ragnarok is one thing.
It is the truth. The threads of fate span all life and time. The Sisters of Fate abused their power. When I challenged them, they threatened to undo my existence. So I killed them and turned their power on Zeus. But we will continue another time.
Nagyon jó. De nem tudom már akar menni. Essa.
Kratos, did you really kill your homeland's fates and use their powers to go back in time?
Már akar menni.
That's the most dangerous and irresponsible thing I've ever heard. These Norns have no such magic. Nor
As
does
you're not.
anyone in these realms that I've ever seen.
Aye, can you imagine? If it existed, Odin would have it.
When you want to find the Norns, we'll return for the sled.
Azt hiszem, az lesz az. Ez eddig jó. Szindri háza. De ugyanitt jöttem be. Ez mi a faszom? Ezt a kutagetni bazd meg. Felsző vadon, merre kell menni? Most ha a misztikus átjáron és a felsző vadonba megyek... Ezt én nem értem. A 9-ek tava biztos nem. De még itt a. De kurva nehéz ember tettek.
Well, those Norns aren't going to find them.
Hát a felsző vadon.
Back to the wolves.
Are we holding off looking for the Norns?
De ezt nem értem. Akkor itt kéne valamit csinálni. De jó, ide nem tudok bemenni.
If you're ready to find the Norns, let's get back to your sled.
Most oké.
So to be clear, finding the Norns is not about altering events, yeah?
I would not ask them to change the past, even if they could. I
Nem
only
tudom
want
merre kell
information.
menni.
And that's quite dangerous enough, in my experience.
Ezt nem írja.
Amir, what did you mean when you said Freya was not exactly a guest of the Aesir?
I meant by the time they burned it, he'd been a prisoner for some time. It was a mob of lesser Aesir, bitter and short-sighted, who tied him up and lit him aflame as punishment for the sabotage they imagined him guilty of. Obviously, he survived. In fact, he used the opportunity to escape. But such an affront made war inevitable.
Freyr certainly wasn't the same after that. At least for a while. His carefree ways were replaced with nightmares, paranoia, and lashing out. It doesn't excuse what he said at my wedding, but I do understand where his anger came from.
Azt a kurvára.
Freya, there's something I've always wanted to ask. What was it Grimthor was
Erről
to you?
jöttem.
Who?
Érdekes.
Grimthor,
Kurva
the son
Isten
of
itt.
Stonemason, who disguised himself and built Asgard's wall.
Oh, yes. One of the many occasions Odin saw fit to involve me in a wager without my consent. I wish I could say that was the worst of his husbandly habits.
What wager?
I've told this story, brother.
And now she may tell her own.
Fordulj.
There isn't that much to tell.
Arra
I
nem
knew
tudok.
nothing of it at first, surely because Odin didn't expect to lose the bet. A mysterious mason had to build the entire wall in 3 turns of the season.
2! It was 2!
And if he was late, he'd be owed nothing. But if he succeeded, he was promised an audience with the queen. Or so I learned one day when Odin burst into our bedchambers, raging and half drunk before noon, telling me to get dressed and go see what the mason wants. So, off I went, not knowing what had truly been promised or expected. Dagger stashed in my robe for emergency.
De hogy
And
jutottak
this
ide
mason,
megint ide ki?
this giant in disguise,
His name was Grimthor.
he just...
Ezt nem értem. Most itt vannak az cuccok, itt vagyok. Hogy ide kell mennem?
smiled to see me. I pointed out I was Aesir now too, technically.
Szó
He
szerint
gave me a look, as if he somehow knew better and continued. He said he'd built in a structural flaw behind the Asgard Realm Tower.
I knew it! How do we make use of it?
We don't. He said Surtur would know what to do. And if Surtur's approaching Asgard's wall...
Then it is already Ragnarok.
Aye, blast it. I hoped it might have given us another way.
igen. Kurva anyja. De most hol vagyok? Nyíl hol van? De hol vagyok?
Is that a frozen lightning bolt?
My fight with Thor ended there.
That's where you landed. No wonder there's bits of Tyr's statue all over the lake.
You know, I would have beaten you
What?
earlier if Atreus hadn't been there.
Perhaps.
Hold that thought. I think let's get back.
From behind! Incoming!
Jézusom!
Nicely done.
On your left!
Suspect that's all of them.
These were coal raiders. Infamous.
Eating wolves. Atreus and I rescued ours from such an encampment.
That was kind of you. The coal raiders have been a blight on this land. The way we've abused its creatures. Perhaps we should do something.
Perhaps.
you, brother. If the Norns know the future, no doubt they'll expect us to show up a bit late.
Hell.
The mayor, I never asked how it felt to lose your head.
What would you have me say? That it tickled?
Merely curious.
If you wish to derive some satisfaction from my pain, I'm afraid you'll be disappointed. Kratos swung swift and true, didn't you, brother? I felt nary a scratch.
Shame.
Enemies on the left! Enemies on the left!
Joder, chavo. That's not good.
Fire up above!
That is all of them. They still whine.
Poor things. They can smell more danger.
The wolves fear that which can no longer hurt them.
The horrors of our past can be inextricable from the present. You have to understand that. Kratos, a
Aha,
raider encampment.
szóval akkor ide
Shall
kell
we take
menni.
care of them, brother?
Gee,
You're on fire, Kratos! It will pass!
bazd meg. Hát a kurva.
The enemy behind you, Kratos! Enemies behind you!
Where are you back?
Behind you, Kratos!
Azt a kurva. Az anyád őrisztően.
Now maybe the wolves will cease their whining.
Igen.
Accursed wolves.
I grow tired of your lack of empathy for your own wolves.
It's Demos, isn't it, brother?
Azt a kurva, de nehéz azt vezetni.
You see yourself in these wolves, in their fear.
Let us keep moving.
Is that a frost troll? You won't be happy to see us.
Do you regret it, Mimir?
Most likely. What are you talking about in particular?
Giving up your body?
I regret exchanging my life for my freedom. It's a question I ask myself every day, my lady.
What about today?
Today? Glad to be out in the world. How else could I spend such quality time?
Prepare for a fight.
Azt a kurva. Kopta?
Enemies on the left!
Ó, azt mint...
Nasty hit! You all right,
Az a...
Another raider to the left!
Gyönyörű? Azt a kurva. Azt a kurva nincs átén, bassza meg.
Kratos! Their chieftain!
Mi a fasz? A fölboss? 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 Jézusom! Aha! Aha! Meghaltál? Azt a kurva!
Come on!
Bazd meg! De nem kell megint az...
Kratos, their chieftain.
Elszobja. Aha. De mare! Jól van. Azt a híve.
You're on fire, Kratos! It will pass!
Ember, ez mi?
Brother! Get up! Brother!
Azt hogy fogom blazezni?
Kratos, their chieftain.
Nem tudom. Álljál! Mondom álljál! Ja, hogy... Azt kaptak el, ne így állnak a nyitán. Aha! Húha! Azt a fúrva. Ja. Ahogy volt már, hát, te köszönj! Húha! De bazd meg! Ja! Oh! Oh! Majdnem meghaltam. Ja,
Regardless, they should draw some comfort from his death.
Azt a kurva. Sí. Oké. Már csak... Bazd meg. Várja, erre van. Ki gondolta volna, hogy van. Nem jó. Az erőd már... De miért kaptál? Igen, az erőd megvolt. Ott van, gondolom ott is lesz. Ó, faszom át. Hogy a picsába. Várjál. Ott a tűz. De kéne. Oh, damn. Papa. Ah. Várjál. Ez egy zsembeti. Nem várjátok. Az nem jó. Várjál, csináljak egy ilyet, aztán csináljak egy ilyet, és csináljak egy ilyet. De jó vagy. Akkor várjál. Csináljak egy ilyet. Egy ilyet. Plusz nagyobbat. Nem értem. Akkor csináljak egy... ilyet. Egy ilyet. Egy ilyet. Ezt most vagy egy ilyet. Igen, már csak nekem egy. Okay.
They're still scared.
Not of the raiders.
Jó fejem vagyok?
Do not be afraid. You are safe. Good. Good boys.
Hairless.
Good girls.
Erre kell menni? Nem értem.
Központi idegrendszerre hat, ezért hatékony a láz és fájdalmak csillapításában egyaránt. Egy hatékony megoldás az egész.
Merre kell menni, Dick?
A 20 darabos glukokán tabletta most kedvezményesen
A Szent Ligedbe? Hát akkor itt hogy mennek át, ha itt vagyok? Erre nem lehet bevenni. Szára megyek. Erre meg izé. Szára. Ez az. Hopp. Halló? Jaj, hát ez foglalkom. A kurva. Fakad. Állj már rá. Fasszál.
Good show!
Azt a kurva. Nagyon jó. Ezt nem értem.
Lads, I thought death had cured me of my appetite, but damn if I can't stop thinking about the smell of tear stew. Awakened a fair few culinary cravings, did. Black pudding, haggis and neeps. Oh,
Porridge and honey.
what about you, brother? Any
Hallod, anyu? Az egyik ismerősöm azt mondja, ezt hallgass, röhögni fogsz. Hát, mert nincs kedvem annyit játszom, mint például, amikor kisgyerek voltam. 12 éves a gyerek. Most én írom neki, most hiszed vagy, nem vagy felnőtt, 12 vagy, még kisgyerek vagy. Azt mondja, nem. A kisgyerek az 6-tól 10-ig van. Mondom, akkor is gyerek vagy, nem felnőtt. Akkor a 2, 3, 4, 5 éves az is kisgyerek. Ugye, hogy a 12 éves az kisgyerek. De ugye, hogy az. De ő azt hiszi, nem kisgyerek. Hát... Mi nem kisgyerek a 12 éves? Az nem kisgyerek?
12 éves az. A serdülőkor, azt hiszem. Kiskamasz. Ja, kiskamasz volt. Nem kisgyerek, kiskamasz. De az is gyerek. Aki még nem töltötte be a 18-at, az gyerek. De ott is vannak fokozatok. Úgy, mint a bölcsőde, óvoda, alsó tagozat, felső tagozat. Vannak emelkedések, hogy gyerekkor még, de ott is, abban is vannak, meg vannak különböztetve. Tehát ha valaki 13 éves, az is gyerek, de egy 3 éves is gyerek. Mégis 10 év van a köztük korkülönbség. 3 éves, bölcsödés, 13 éves, az is gyerek még, és 7-es, 8-os. Gyerek, de mégis más korcsoport már. Mint a felnőtteknél is. Felnőtt vagy te is, én is, de én már senior korcsoportban vagyok. Te meg a 32 éves az ifjúkor, ifjú talán, nem tudom pontosan már én.
Ifjúkor.
Már régen tanultam.
Thimble winter foods you're aching for.
Olives.
The hell's an olive?
Isn't that the spear from Tyr's statue?
Wish for peace. Be ready for war.
Oh, that's astute of the elves. Tyr never sought war, but he knew he had to be ready for it.
Aye, best be armed than not. Impressive looking weapon, isn't it?
It is big.
That must be Tyr's helmet from his statue.
Win minds, not wars.
Tyr understood the greatest fight of them all was the battle for people's hearts and minds. Too bad Tyr has no interest in doing either these days.
Ez az izé, a 4-5-6 éves, az mi? De valahogy ott kell vannia.
Well, lady, I was curious about some of the flora we've encountered on our travels.
And you will remain curious. It's not my job to teach you everything, Mimir.
Look, I was just asking.
And you have been told.
Oh, you can say that again.
De nem találom.
The oarsmen. A monument of conquerors.
Made some lovely warships, though.
Okay.
You won't believe it, Mimir. This crest belongs to Fjotorlund.
Jó fele vagyok? Most
Now
már
that's
kell
where Secret
mondani.
was from.
Ezt tudom melyik. Azt a kurva is olyan erősek vannak. Jézusom! Azt a kurva, leviszi a egész HP-m. Vagy erre kell menni? Szerintem erre kell menni.
Something you need to do before we find the Norns?
Ezért az. Várjunk. Nem az edinnek van. Szerintem nem.
Thanks for grabbing that for us.
De nem ide.
What's this?
Ah, a memory of war. You could use this as a training arena if you like. You'll just be fighting the recollections of enemies. They won't be able to harm you.
Free are we, free of the Father. Our half-lives now belong to no other.
The Father. Odin, I presume?
I don't know, but there's definitely something more going on here.
Mi a fasz?
Ravens, the ones we've been destroying. Odin's little spies.
Mit kell, de nem mit kell vajon?
let's get back on track. See if the wolves can find the Norns.
Why do you yawn?
Force of habit, I suppose, since I don't sleep anymore. Although, it's far more confounding that I'm the tired one. I've seen you stay awake for days at a time without so much as a drooping eyelid. Not even a nap.
Gods do not nap.
Oh, tell that to Thor.
Mi? Hoppa, nem így akartam.
Only your wolves can help us find the Norns. I'm all for exploring the area, but to be clear, it's down there we'll find the Norns.
Akkor jó fele megyek.
What's that outpost?
Mimir, look. Another Fjotalund marking.
Aye, this place must have been part of Sigrun's kingdom.
Whee!
A first outpost preceding further expansion.
Wait, nem tudom.
Another crane.
Köszönöm. Nem játszom menni. Bazd meg. Asgard. Bébboltő. Mind a gyorsabb. Aha. Így a szádat.
So this outpost is what's left of Fjotalund. Sigrun spoke of growing up with these people before she joined the Valkyries. Jó fele megyek. De itt hogy fogok átmenni? Várjál már. De várjál már. Az így nem jó. Ja, igen. Bazd meg. Megszökülöm izélni. Na.
Ja. Nincs ott. Igen. Nekem kikaptak. Jó, bazd meg. Jó folyamodjak, akkor nagyon jól csinálom. Jaj!
You know, brother, Secret told me her kingdom housed a great treasury filled with the spoils of her family's conquests. Perhaps this outpost holds some of that treasure.
Is that all she told you, Mimir?
Did she say where?
No, just that they kept it hidden.
De jó vagyok. Náljuk dosszéja. Mi van? Ja, hogy a... Értem. Ez túl ízés. Nem tudom, hogy innen be tudom üzelni. Ez nem az. Jó lesz.
Well done.
Na, csináljunk.
Perhaps those runes over there can shed some light. What? No, she never mentioned.
Oké. Menjünk pályább.
Is that a key?
Wonder what lock that key belongs to.
No lock. It is broken.
Not broken. It's just split in half. Perhaps we could find its partner.
fogok halni.
Good! That's the way!
Most ha oda átmegyek.
Namir, what did those runes say?
Secret. She loved another. A king named Helgi. Seems they were madly in love. But her parents wouldn't let them marry.
Oh, come, Namir. You really didn't think you were her first love, did you?
Aye. Suppose I did. I must say, I think we make a good team. With my brains, Kratos' brawn, and my lady's,
Wisdom? Magic? Ability to tolerate you for long periods of time?
I was going to say brutality.
That works.
Csak parcot, de ezt nem értem, hogy jó fejem vagyok. Meg. Azt tudom, nem jó. Daj, ne fognak el taxi. Taxi. Azt a kurva. De valahogy be kéne menni.
Free over there. I'm guessing from Tyr's poor statue.
iron peace, not a golden war.
Tyr used to talk about how heavy the cost of war was compared to its bounties. He felt like it was his responsibility to avoid it.
Kind of still does, in fact.
No. Evezőszök, akkor erre kell menni. Azt se tudom, merre kell menni. Szóval itt a... Azt a kurva, ez egy medve? Jézusom! Azt a aha! Man, man! Oh.
This is a tomb.
Várja, fel kell mennem. De itt tudok...
Watch yourself.
Hát ez mi? Hát innen. Aha, nem jó. Faszomat. Hát ez ez? Szépen. Azt a kurva szemetet. Azt a kurva. Apád. Ti. Anyád. Nem.
Sad to see Sigrun's homeland in such a terrible state.
You know, Mimir, if you want to take a tour of her kingdom, you might not like everything you find.
Oh, she loved another before me. There are worse things to discover about someone you love.
Yes, there certainly are.
Az oké. Nincs HP. Ajajajajajajajajajajajaj. Na de várjál már. Oké. Ez ilyen az? Azaz. Szerintem az lesz.
There it is. The other staircase.
Switching arrows.
Kapta? Kapta. De pacak.
Maybe those runes can give us a bit of history about this place. It can't be.
It is.
Oh, Mimir.
Oda valahogy át kéne menni.
Look, the other half of the key.
Azaz, fasza.
I knew those key pieces would fit. Can't wait to see what lock it belongs to. King Helge massacred her family just because he couldn't have her. Only her brother, Prince Dogger, survived to kill the Mad King.
Sigrun and her brother had issues over that.
Oh, and all the time Sigrun and I spent with each other, she never mentioned anything about this.
Maybe she liked the way you saw her. Kratos, tell me of an adversary from your homeland. It will serve us well if I understand more of your battle tactics.
There was Medusa, queen of the Gorgons. Her gaze turned men to stone. A mirror would turn her own powers against her. Or, you may remove her head. But that is the hard way.
Which did you choose?
The hard way.
Forget I asked. How strange. I've never seen that building before.
Aye, very strange indeed. Let's take a closer look.
Szerintem jól felemegyek. Aha. Itt vagyok. Azt a kurva. eddig jó.
The shield that's blocking the entrance. It looks exactly like the one from Tyr's statue.
It's another
Tuti,
piece
hogy
of
erre
Tyr's
kell menni,
likeness
de
sent
hogy kell
flying across the lake.
kinyitnom a
Ended up launched right into this
kincstár
building, apparently. All
Várjál,
this must have been
gondolkodok.
hidden behind the ice until that shield smashed through it.
Nézzünk meg. Aha. Na várjam csak. Basszus, hogy kellett a kincstárt? Megfagyasztom?
There's something inside, but we can't reach it with the shield there.
Ez a baj, ha ezt elengedem, akkor... Oké.
There must be a way to move that shield.
A kincstárt valahogy meg kéne izélni. Oh.
Doesn't look like you can brute force it.
Várjál. Megoldom.
Good, that's the way.
Kapta. Ó, de fasza. Ezt valahogy át kéne menni. Várjunk. Oké. Várjál, itt nincs valami robbanó geci. De fura. Várjál, most azt nézem, hogy itt van a cucc. Ezt ide. Ezt ide. Valahogy át kéne izélni. Várjál. Szára megyek. Nézzünk meg. Próbáljuk meg. Hát, ez sikerülni fog. Itt van egy elméletileg. Na. Jobbra. Mi van? Na várjál. Aha, megvan. Igen. Hopp. Akkor itt kéne. És ott le tudok akkor ezt. Akkor ott szó szerint le tudom ezt verni. Ugye? Azt hiszem. És akkor itt van az a szar, és azt le tudom bevenni.
Could be useful. Most mi van? Most azt letudtam ezt? Most ez mi? Ez pocsára izé? Azt nem értem. Well, now we just need to open the gate.
De milyen kapu? Ja, azt a kaput? Vágom. Aha, észre. De most mi van? De ezt nem értem. Ja, hogy a pecét. Igen, ezt mindig is utáltam. Aha. Most teljesen elfagyasztottam. Hogy már ki? Most hogy kell kioldani? Tűzzel? De hogy a faszomba? Várja. Nem tudok teljesen izélni. faszom. Most mi van? Na várjál, én már ezt már tényleg nem. Ha megmozduljak, remélem jó lesz. Ezt nem értem. Hogy a...
Sigil arrows won't work on this.
Basszus. Ezt itt fogok izélni, most ezt hogy fogom? Nem tudok szó szerint megizélni.
Sigil arrows won't work on this.
Mindegy, innen fogom folytatni, Geci. Én ezt nem fogom izélni. Játsszuk meg, hogy elmentette. Aha, jó. Az megvan. Akkor próbáljuk meg ezt még megcsinálni. Ezt letagarom. Csak úgy. De mi? Mindegy, innen fogom folytatni. Én most mentem. Sziasztok!